Welcome to Longshot Handicapping. I'm the Longshot Whisperer. I can be contacted at longshotwhisperer@gmail.com. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of racetracks. It's Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. Because it's Tuesday, a lot of the major tracks are closed, and so we're basically only going to be looking at Fort Erie and Parks Racetrack. Fort Erie is a track in Canada. I believe it's a little bit north of Chicago. And of course, Parks Racetrack is out of Philadelphia. And where I get started, I always go to e-ponies.com, see if any of the tracks that I'm interested in today is showing up, and of course they are not. But this is a good place to come and look to get additional racing information. Usually one or two tracks that I'm interested in is put up as a free pick. You can subscribe for $40. And I just like to let you know that this is part of my handicapping tools. So let's go ahead and let's go to twinspires.com. And we're going to start out at Fort Erie. And we're going to go down to race number 1. And again, I'm looking for horses that are usually 15-1 or more. Sometimes you get single-digit horses that are bet up into double digits. And we'll look at those, but I really have more fun with the 15-1 horses. Okay, so the first race had nothing, second race, nothing, and this is Fort Erie again. Third race, fourth race, fifth race, sixth, seventh race. Okay, so here we have a show horse at returned $7. So let's go take a quick look at it. And we can see that morning line was 12-1. Kind of true odds should be 25-1, and it was bet up to 17-1. If we take a look at the horse's past performance information, first off, we see he has no positive comments. The one thing that I do like is that he has raced at the track before, but he just misses a 50 percentile by one race there. Same thing with the distance. And I usually like to see a 50% mark. So then I'm going to go look at the workouts for this horse, and especially his last workout. And it was 3 furlongs, 40 seconds. On workouts, I like at least 12 seconds per furlong. So in a 3 furlong race, he should have a 36. You can see the previous workout, he did have a 36. He breezed out of the gate. The next thing that I want to look at is what his ranking was. So there were 52 horses that did a 3 furlong workout on that particular day, and he had the 9th best time. We'll go through and see if there's anything else that meets my conditions. Here's one, less than 48 seconds for a 4 furlong at Fort Erie. Out of 35 races, or 35 horses that did a 4 furlong workout that day, this horse finished, or had the second best time. for the workout time of the day. So that's pretty impressive. Means that if the horse is ready to run, he could go for it. So now we've got 5.5 furlongs, which means I'm really looking for speed. Gonna come down. He does have best speed, number 1 for best speed. He has no class showing. Under pace, he has nothing. And then under tips, which I used to be called angles, and he's showing nothing there. So that's kind of a toss-up if I'd even spend money on that horse. Again, he's not 15-1 morning line. But let's go see how the horse did. Maybe he's one to watch. Now, what's going to happen?
Comes up, we're all set.
This video is going to play, and the commentary is going to be continuous, but the video
And
will,
off.
when it
Fun,
plays
cool,
back,
the start,
will kind of stop and start.
And Miss P's Bella, deep on the track, remember old times, is also forwardly placed. Trying to recover after the slow start. Fun,
number
cool
9 is
making a
holding
rush,
back
passing Jagamar Bold
the
Vision.
back of the pack.
Out wide is Sub-Zero Putz, Rain by Rain along the fence. The early trailer is Westpaw. It's Snellflicka and Jungle Goddess duking it out on the lead, going into the turn past a quarter in 22 and 2. The top two have opened up 3 lengths on Miss P's Bella and Remember Old Times. Fun Cool is racing in 5th, about 5 lengths off the lead. Sub-Zero Plus into 6th, past Rain by Rain along the rail. At the back are JMR Bold Vision and Westpaw. With a quarter of a mile to go, Snellflicka has shaken loose of Jungle Goddess. Deep on the track, out wide, is Remember Old Times. Up the fence, here comes Miss P's Bella. Deep on the track, trying to launch a rally is Sub-Zero Plus, but Snellflicka has snuck away to a 2-length lead. Remember Old Times is trying down the outside. Snellflicka still holding. Here comes Remember Old Times. Sub-Zero Plus looking for an upset, still has 4 lengths to make up on Snellflicka. Snellflicka and Brandon Boulanger, 1 1/4 over Remember Old Times, then Sub-Zero Plus. A photo for 4th between Miss P's Bella and Rain by Rain. 106 flat.
So the 9 horse was impressive. When you come back here, one of the features that you can do is if you come down and you mark this horse, you can come over here and add him to your stable. And what that's going to do is next time this horse races, it's going to send you notice that the horse is going to be in a race. And so that, if you want to be able to look at the horse again, and maybe he's in a good position to improve depending on how his trainer and his owners spot him next time out, you never know. Okay, let's go ahead and finish out Fort Erie, race number 8. And there's nothing there. So now we're going to move on and look for long shots at Parks. And we'll start with race number 1. This 4-horse showed for 620. That's a 200% return on investment. So we'll just take a look at them. As you can see, number 4, slated true odds should be 45. Morning line, which is created by the track handicapper, he put him at 12-1, and of course he was bet up to 30-1. Take a look at this horse. Again, no positive comments. He does have a 50%, a 6 out of 11 for distance, and he has raced at Parks before, so that's a positive sign for me. Now we're going to go look at his workouts. Okay, so 2 4-furlong workouts. The last one, the time was worse than the second one. So he may not be in shape. We're going to look and again see if anything is 12 seconds per furlong, and there are none. Okay, so let's, again, we're at 6 furlongs, so we're going to do speed. We're looking at number 4. So he has an average distance speed, ranked number 3. I'm really interested in his pace, though, at 6 furlongs. 6 furlongs, a mile, anything over a mile, pace is really the name of the game. But at a mile and 16th and above, a little bit of speed helps. So here we see that late pace, he was number 1. Okay, so let's go look at the angles or tips. Nothing's listed there. He has no comments. So we will go up here and let's go see what number 4 was all about.
Next up, Misbehaving Lady, and now we're just waiting on Back to the Future. And now they're all in. Off in racing in the Tuesday opener. Very sharp start for Misbehaving Lady. Back to the Future also breaks on top as they go by the chute. Smarty Pants Sandy forwardly placed also coming up to join the mix. Wicked Lady, and it is Back to the Future and Smarty Pants Sandy in the yellow blinkers. Smarty Pants Sandy, a narrow advantage over Back to the Future. Tracking in third, Wicked Lady, taking back just a little bit there. Then it's Hip Hop Hooray, the chestnut on the rail. Back in fifth is Misbehaving Lady, and your early trailer is Queen Lucky. It is Back to the Future, now has a length and a half. Quickly opening up over Smarty Pants Sandy through an opening quarter, 22 and 4 as they make their way towards the turn. Back to D Future under a tight hold under Michael Sanchez. Backing up a little bit there is Smarty Pants Sandy. Wicked Lady now moves up into second and beginning to roll from mid-pack. Hip Hop Hooray. She's in third now, moving up along the outside. Then back to Queen Lucky and nothing yet from Misbehaving Lady as they make their way through the turn. Back to D Future has done it pretty easily the whole way. Now she has to brace for the challengers. Wicked Lady coming up her inside on the outside. Hip Hop Hooray has her sights set on the leader. Back to D Future hanging tough, but Hip Hop Hooray has some momentum. Hip Hop Hooray draws up alongside Back to D Future with about a 16th left to go, and Hip Hop Hooray puts her right away. Hip Hop Hooray, 3 cheers. She gets her third consecutive win. Hip Hop Hooray, Back to D Future in second, followed by Queen Lucky in a photo for fourth. Final time 1:13 and 2. Hold all tickets until race 1 is official.
So as you could see, the number 4 horse did come from all the way behind and come up to take third place. I would say possibly they put this horse either lower in price and put him in a longer race, and maybe that late pace can benefit him. Okay, so that was race number 1. Let's go to race number 2. Nothing there. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. 5. Number 2, I'm really not all that interested in him. I want at least 12 to 15 here for him to be good odds. And that, as you'll see here, number 2 was rated at 9 to 1. Morning line was 10, and he was bet up to 11. So I don't even care to really look at him. He would fly under the radar. And again, I really want 15 to 1 horses. Okay, 6th race, nothing. 7th race. Here we have a show horse that paid $860. Horse number 1. Let's go take a look at him real quick. Okay. True odds should be around 20 to 1. Morning line put him at 10 to 1 and he was bet at 15 to 1. Okay. We'll take a look at this horse, see if he's got anything that makes him stand out. Okay, that's what I thought. He's a first timer, but the important thing with first timers is here you have a dam that had one winner from one starter. And sometimes you'll see 2 winners from 3 or 4 starters, you know. Sometimes they'll say 1 winner's a stake winner. Who knows? So now the important thing is going to be where we come down and we start looking at this horse's workouts. Let's see if there's anything spectacular there. So here we have, last workout was 52 seconds. Previous 4 furlong workout was 50 seconds. So he's actually doing a little bit worse for wear, as I like to put it. And he did, however, at a 3 furlong, he had under 36 seconds. And out of 33 horses that did a 3 furlong workout that particular day, he had the best time of all 33. So that's an interesting point that you're going to want to look at, because you have no other information available. Under tips, you want to look and see like cut trainer and stuff. He has nothing there. Here's the interesting thing up here is you see this, he's listed number 1 in these positions, and yet he's a first timer. That just tells you that there's a bunch of first timers in this race, and that always is questionable to even play it as a race. But let's go take a look at the video and see how this horse did. Maybe you're going to want to put him in your stable.
And now they're all in. Off and racing. Slow start for Steal the Deal and Little Cole. Those 2-year-olds broke at the back on the outside. Velvet Vixen sharp out of the gate.
Well, he got out early.
By Wild Creation Peach Tea taking back quickly into 4th, into the outside. Steal the Deal followed by Vanellope. In on the rail, My Starship, and Little Cole is the trailer. Velvet Vixen quickly put some distance between herself and her rivals as they make their way around the turn. Velvet Vixen has about 3 lengths over My Girl is a Bomb, who is making a run at her in second. The opening quarter, 22-3. Velvet Vixen and Charlie Marquez in command. My Girl is a Bomb in second as they hit the top of the stretch. Velvet Vixen, My Girl is a Bomb making a run on the outside. Peach Tea trying to make up some ground. Steal the Deal, My Starship, but they have to get to Velvet Vixen. Velvet Vixen, here comes Peach Tea making up a big late rally. Velvet Vixen looking for the wire on the outside. Peach Tea, but Velvet Vixen looking for the wire. Velvet Vixen breaks her maiden over Peach Tea. Fast closing second and a photo for third. Final time 54 flat. Hold all tickets until race 7 is official.
So here's an interesting thing. The number 5 horse, you may want to put him in your stable, because that was a very impressive finish for him. If he goes to this was a 4.5 furlong, which was all speed. If they put him up at a 6 furlong, 5.5, he may just win it. The one thing that I do want to point out, Velvet Vixen, I don't know if it has to do with vibrations or what, but when I see a horse with 2 or more names and the first letter of each of those names, or at least 2 of them, is the same letter, you take a look, you'll be surprised. They seem to want to win for whatever reason. Like I say, maybe it's vibrational, I don't know. Okay, we're going to go back now, and we're going to take a look at the last race, come down to results. Number 8, nothing there. Number 9, nothing there. and number 10, nothing there. So that concludes a look at the long shots for July 18th, 2023. We only had 2 racetracks. Usually when there's more tracks, you're going to see a lot better action. And then I really stick to my 15 to 1 or higher rule if I'm going to make a bet on a particular horse. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your day and happy handicapping. This is Longshot Whisperer. If you want to reach me by email, it's all one word, longshotwhisperer@gmail.com.